You can help me rehearse. You can give me some feedback. Most time I don't have no feedback. I'm just talking to my Facebook wall.
Right.
Now, right now they're having a debate about who's going to be the presidential candidate. Right. I mean, the presidential candidates are having a debate.
Right. Yeah.
Now, nobody is having a discussion about the UN, and they have announced via their news networks and their media that they have a global government agenda to regulate business, commerce, and all the securities of civil commerce, okay? Now, everybody in this country is not talking about that. They're talking about insurances and taxes and our faults in this country. Alright, in which most of it lies on the governing and regulating committees and the formally educated bodies of government where the neglect is occurring.
Right.
Because we need to be exporting, we need the conversation to be about how to export our Second Amendment and our right to personal property. We need to reinforce the right to personal property, right? And nobody's discussing that, because I think if we had more rights to our vehicle as far as what we're carrying that these school shootings could be stopped because people would have time to get to their car and back. I mean, it'd really be cut. The response time would be cut.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to always carry your stuff into these buildings and stuff, but your trunk should not be considered concealed weapon. I mean, you shouldn't be able to be charged for keeping something in your trunk that defends you or other citizens.
Yeah.
We have to have pertinent access to it.
Right.
Now,
sure. Anything people are going to crazy sometimes, dude.
So I mean, if we don't export our constitutional rights into the global business, what are we accepting in the global business? It's nothing to do with the American experiment, American dream, American way, whatever you want to pronounce it as. Now, the Republicans are giving us a better way agenda, which is a lot of talk and no real solutions. I'm trying to offer up a real solution, which is a one safe trade, transit, insurance, commerce, sales tax, appropriation, accountability, infrastructure, investment system. One sales tax that has about 5 tiers of appropriations attached to it, which allows you to preserve the United States town, county, state, and federal governments for a phase-out program over the next, they're projecting by 2030 that we're going to be down to a quarter ration of water per person. And we're not discussing that either. They're trying to forward the agenda to blast into space and go colonize Mars, but I'm thinking we got to come up with a green solution to get our rigid materials out of orbit, because for every rocket we shoot up, we know we gasify water vapor. I mean, we heat up and we waste water. I mean, any external excess heat is going to accelerate the loss of water in our atmosphere, no matter what it is. So we got to get away from the flame. Now, friction, that's a pretty good idea, and turbines and all that stuff are good. The only reason they're not being used is because all the people that have the gas interest, the oil empires, they buy up all the intellectual technology of the mechanical devices that make energy convenient and easy and plentiful. I can't even say it. And I don't know how to get the conversation where I need it.
Yeah. You'll get it.
I don't know if I get it. Somebody's got to get it.
They're shooting now.
When they shoot rockets
I know what you mean. It takes
to expedite growth,
Right.
they're wasting resources.
A lot.
Yeah, there's got to be an easier, more economical way. If we came together with one good appropriation system, that we could fund a green alternative to combustion.
Right.
You know,
That'd be cool.
because I mean, you see global warming as you see another NASA rocket shot off. You see an iceberg collapse as you see two nuclear tests on the other side of the world. They are neglecting to mention all that. India did one, then the earthquake in Japan did one, and now Korea or North Korea, the crazy guys experimenting.
That's why I think some of them, I mean, just
We need to get that green mechanism
everything that happens is because of us.
to accelerate growth
Fucking up shit.
healthily. We need to take all the naysayers as warnings and proceed regardless, because that is what we have to do. Anyhow, that'd be a good way for us to generate real jobs anyhow.
Right.
So I don't know how to get the conversation away from who's talking crap about sexual conquest and who's got a new asset to add to the deliberation. I mean, what is it where you... Anyhow, we don't need to hear all the smut that two former swinger buddies are going to throw back and forth at each other as president of the United States tonight in this debate. God help us. Let's get down to the nuts and the bolts of streamlining security, streamlining transportation, starting with a bus system that goes from every fire department to fire department across the nation on a 2-hour schedule, allowing us to get out here and enjoy our cardiovascular exercise, reducing heart disease, and empowering minds. We need to do anything other than talk about what the Clintons and the Trumps' sexual conquest are. Good night.